Coronavirus cases are back on the rise in Maryland. More than 1,100 new infections were reported in the last day. More than 800 people in the hospital and 16 more families have lost their loved ones to the virus. After months of declining COVID-19 cases, the virus is finding the most vulnerable population, the unvaccinated. That includes young children who aren't eligible to get that shot yet. More than 1,100 new COVID-19 cases were reported again. Just over 800 Marylanders are in the hospital and 13 more people have died. The positivity rate is down slightly to 4.75%. As students return to the classroom, this week a General Assembly Committee is set to vote on a mask mandate for all Maryland public schools. A final decision will be made during a virtual hearing by tomorrow. Most school districts have already required a mask to be worn at all times. Carroll County is one of the few where masks are optional. That school board is working on the request for flexibility on the mask mandate based on the local COVID cases. COVID numbers keeps on climbing. Maryland reports more than 1,000 new cases once again. Almost nearly 830 people are in the hospital and 15 more people have died. This comes as the state lawmaker meet to decide if school districts should require students and teachers to wear a mask inside. Maryland's COVID fight. More than 1,100 new cases have been reported and 11 more deaths. Hospitalizations are down slightly as well as the positivity rate. Students and teachers at all Maryland public schools must wear a mask. Lawmakers voted 10-7 approving the school mask mandate. It goes into effect before a decision. Carroll County was just one of just 2 of Maryland's 24 districts where mask wearing was optional. The school board president there says, quote, "She's disappointed by the decision." There are 10,000 Marylanders who have died from COVID-19. There is a lot of people who have died, ladies and gentlemen, as Maryland now topped a 10,000 death number mark. Added 21 more people have died were reported over the last 24-hour period. 1,300 new confirmed cases have been reported as well in this state of Maryland. 804 people are in the hospital. Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, because of the 10,000 deaths, Governor Larry Hogan ordered all the state flag to be lowered half-staff. He issued a statement which reads in part, here are Larry Hogan's quotes. Each of these Marylanders was the most important person in the world to someone, and our prayers are with all the family members and loved ones who are grieving. Together, as we will resolve never to forget any of these 10,011 Marylanders, I ask all the people of our great state to remain Maryland strong and to have faith that we will emerge from this better and more resilient than ever before. "12 people in Maryland have died from the virus, so as we now surpass a 10,000 mark of deaths have been reported. 1,500 Marylanders have gotten their coronavirus. Fewer than 800 are in the hospital, and now 792. That number over 700 in hospital we have seen since the first week of September and months ago. Coronavirus numbers keep climbing in Maryland, with 12 more people have died and more than 1,200 new cases were reported in just the last day. The focus remains on getting people vaccinated, and that effort continues across the state, including one of the zip codes hit the hardest by COVID.